Hey, this is Oldarmy. Thought I'd put a quick video together. I know there's a bunch out there on how to make a mount for your GoPro and your Airsoft gun, but I decided to do mine a little bit different than the ones I've seen out there to make mine a little more stable. So I thought I'd put this video together to kind of show you how I did it. What you'll need is 3 different drill bits. You'll need a 1/4 inch, 7/32, which is this one, and then this one is a 7/64. You'll need a low profile ring scope mount. You'll need to go to the store if you haven't already and buy the spare parts grab bag for GoPro, and then you'll also need to buy one of the tripod mounts. Out of that bag, you'll just need the one long swivel arm and one of the screw mounts. Also, you'll just need a scrap piece of metal. This one is 4 millimeters thick. Need a couple screws just for safety. Unless you have a vise, you can use that. And then just some small tip screwdriver, maybe some vice grips to help hold the metal while you're drilling. Also, to mount in the bottom of the tripod mount, I got a hold of a old tripod that was broken, and I actually took out the screw piece that was inside of that to be able to use it to mount with. So that saved me from going to the hardware store. So anyway, here we go, and hopefully this comes out good and can help you out. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is just take the rings off your scope mount. Put those aside because you're going to need those. Okay. Then you can put this aside, keep it if you want. So now you got this and the 2 screws. Okay. Next you're going to have to do is get your scrap piece of metal. Go ahead and either grab this piece or the bottom, doesn't matter which one you use. And you're going to want to draw out the size of this. And you're also going to want to mark where the holes need to go. Okay? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to drill a couple holes so that I can mount this onto my bench. Make sure that's going to work. And it is. And I'll get one more over here. Actually, since I already have a hole in there, I won't waste the time to drill another one. So we'll go ahead and mount this. This is just going to help hold it for safety. Okay. Now you're going to take your 7/64 drill bit and go ahead and drill your holes out. Okay, so there's those. Now you're going to take your next one, which I said was your 7/32. Okay, and this one you only want to go down into this hole a little bit as a countersink. Okay. This is to show you what it looks like after you get those few holes drilled. Okay. Okay, so now you want to drill your 1/4 inch hole and you want to put that center. Now you can go ahead and measure it out, or I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay, now we're just going to make sure that fits in there. It fits in good. Okay, so the next part, if you got a different tool, obviously you can do that. I don't have anything fancy, so I'm going to be using just a hacksaw to cut this. And then unscrew this. Okay. And then just break this up. Cut through that enough. There we go. Alright. So this is what you get. So now, if you have a grinder, which I do, you're going to want to clean these edges up so they're not sharp and they look nice. If you don't, just get a file and do the best you can to clean it up, get all the sharp edges off, and I will be back after I'm done with that. Alright, so when you're done, you should have something that looks something similar to this, nice and clean. If you take it and you put it on here, your holes should line up. So if they don't, you need to adjust that. Make sure that it screws in fine. Once you got that all cleaned up and it looks nice, then what you want to do is you want to get that piece, like I said, or you can go to a hardware store and get the right bolt for it or screw for it. I don't know the exact size, so I would just take the tripod with you and or mount so you can get the right one. But since I had a spare one laying around, put a washer on there and then get that all the way in. And there's a locking nut or washer. I want to put that on. Pop that into place, and I got that. Okay. Now with mine, because how tight I wanted mine, I just decided to get a little rubber washer, ring washer to put on there. I also took the tripod mount and kind of ground it down square on each side. I didn't make it look perfect. I wanted enough material on there without fracturing it. That was done, so once you get this on, I'll show you why you might want to do that. Because then when you go to put the screws on the ring washer, everything will mount up fine and you'll be able to get them on. So you just need to make sure this is nice and tight. Okay. Just square up as you can. That rubber washer will help keep everything where you want it. You just want to start putting it together now. Everything's good and tight. So basically, here is your mount. Okay. Now what you'll want to do, bear with me for a second. Okay, so now all you want to do is take your mount, decide where you want to put it on your gun, obviously. Alright, so now you got that mount on there good and tight. Then you just take your GoPro, mount it, screw it in, of course get it as level as you can. It is. Now you can mount it on the other side if you want. It's not a problem. You just flip it over there and then flip the camera around. So it can go on either side of your gun. It doesn't get in your view of your sights. And obviously, if you want it back further, you can mount it all the way back here also, instead of having it all the way up front like I have mine. I hope that helps you. Again, it's just what I decided to do with mine. Seems to work real well. And again, hope that works for you, and thanks for watching my first video.